3, 2, 1, go!
Hey folks, Aaron here. Welcome back to an anime review. Today, we're actually doing 2 episode reviews because I didn't do last week's episode of Attack on Titan, episode 6, and of course today, episode 7 came out. Now, I did watch episode 6 last week. I really enjoyed it myself personally. It was, seeing this kind of conflict of figuring out why Titans are so intertwined with humanity's history, to me is very interesting. Because as we learned from episode 7, by the way, I'm going to fuse both of these episode reviews together. So it's like a lot of what I'm going to talk about today kind of will tie into last week's episode and vice versa. So it could be a long video, it could be a short video. We'll see what happens though. But what's interesting is we're learning from, Historia's father the fact that, Historia's sister had the ability to change the world. It didn't happen because of Aaron's father, who we found out last week, big shocker, that he was the one who gave Aaron the power of the Titan. And to do so, though, he did it in a way that he stole it from the Rice family. Now, the interesting thing, though, to this is what's been kind of striking my curiosity, though, is this week's episode we learned constantly that, so the power to change the world was in not one person's hand, not just Freda's hands, but also in other Rice family members. And they didn't do anything because apparently, quote unquote, they wanted Titans to rule the world. They wanted to be ruled by the Titans. And it's baffling to me because here's the concept of the day is why? Why would you want beings that really have no intelligence for the most part? I mean, yeah, the bigger ones have intelligence, obviously. The ones that are controlled by humans that haven't lost their mind fully and aren't just attacking because they're attacking. But why would you want those to control humans? And what is so bad about history that has caused these people to not want to even try to save the world, And I think Historia's action with this week's episode was saving Aaron rather than, eating him and devouring his powers as the Conqueror and also, just getting all the abilities to see the past. She, I think, realizes that this family is good at manipulating people. The father, you can see it in his actions, you can see it in his tone of voice, even the way he kind of like, at one point when Kenny does action to free Aaron and to kind of cause him to go berserk, so they would have like a battle of Titans, you could see that he like plans a lot of this. He's like, okay, let me just change my story here, and let me alter my story slightly to make it so you feel almost woe for him, you feel pity for this dude. But there's more to him than meets the eye. This guy is not a good guy. I already see that he was quick to lap up the broken syringe and to get the Titan power from it. So that's gonna be interesting next week to see what happens and what type of Titan he transforms into. But skipping beyond all that, so the whole concept of the history element to Attack on Titan, that's mystifying to me. I want to know. I want to see what's going on further. I want to know how much more of this history will be revealed in this season, because season 3 so far has been, I think, one bombshell after another in terms of things happening. And it's the amazing thing that it's not surrounding Titans constantly. This is not Titans eating someone or a Titan killing off a favorite character. No, it's a Titan-less type of season. It's all focused on the humanity element, and I think that's really cool. I really enjoyed that. And speaking of the humanity element, though, to see the humans fight each other in general is awesome. I mean, the whole battle that we had this week's episode was just freaking phenomenal to watch. With the great music, by the way. I loved that music that was playing in the background during the whole fight scene. But we learned from Armin that the weakness of the personal ODM gear, the ones that could shoot out bullets, it's not really bullets per se, but they're like bullets, is that they can only shoot the direction that they're facing. So if you're going to swing to the right, you can now only shoot in a straight motion toward the right. And during that whole fight, it kind of made it where these guys who have guns are losing to people with swords. I thought that was just freaking hilarious because you can see the one girl's face. I don't know who that blonde-haired girl is. I forgot her name, but you see that she's realizing they're losing the fight completely. And then Levi versus Kenny, as short as that was really, really cool. I mean, it's Kenny, clearly probably in his heyday could have beat the shit out of Levi, But now that he's older, you can tell that he doesn't move the same way, and just in general, I have a feeling that a lot of the stuff that Kenny taught Levi probably when Levi was younger, probably would have shown that he would have been like the better fighter if it was the whole thing of him being younger. But old age, that's kind of making sense why he doesn't fight the same way. I think in his head though, he truly believes he's like this still great gunsmith, because I mean, for the most part, you see the way he acts, the way he moves, he thinks that he's like undefeatable. I kind of like that about Kenny, but it's like, come on, man, you're versing Levi. Levi's gonna kick your ass no matter what. That's the bottom line to it. But I'll say this right now: both episodes were pretty damn good of Attack on Titan. It's season 3 is shaping up to be, I don't want to say my favorite season, but it's definitely still better than the first one, which is ironic. The second one is still, I think, my favorite in terms of just everything. So I mean, but here's the thing: is we're 7 episodes into Attack on Titan right now, season 3, and it's this good. So there's still plenty of room for more stuff to happen that could just be, mind shattering. And I really, even like the opening, for example. I think I said it in I want to say my first or second, no, because the opening played the second episode, so it was like second or third episode review. I didn't really like the opening for Attack on Titan season 3. I kind of now don't want to skip it ever. Like I don't know why, but there's something beautiful and sad about the opening, where it's like you see the youth, you see the current age of everyone, and it's like, it's really, if you pay attention, like not the lyrics per se, but the imagery that goes along with it, it's like, oh, that's kind of, it's sad. Like you don't need to understand what they're saying per se, you just see it. But in general though, I really like this week's episode. I think it was freaking phenomenal. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts on the world history? I know to a certain degree some of the elements of the history, like Attack on Titan. I've been spoiled for certain concepts. Like I know what's in the basement already. I know, certain characters, who they become. It's kind of unavoidable when you go into the Attack on Titan world if you look up anything. Like, I'll tell you guys right now, if you listen to me with anything, don't ever look up Attack on Titan related stuff. Don't do it. You're gonna get spoiled somewhere. It's so hard not to do, because the manga is obviously considerably further than the anime. But the worst part is that there are some big, shocking revelations and things that happen to a lot of characters, and certain ones become Titans, certain ones get killed off, and in general, it's the worst thing to do to look up anything Attack on Titan related on the internet. Like I keep telling people, do not do it. I know it's it's enticing to go, oh, I want to let me look up something about this character or this character. You will get spoiled. It's unavoidable. The other day, call me an idiot if you want. You feel free to call me an idiot for this. I bought this from Barnes & Noble's Attack on Titan character book, and I wanted it really more so just because I thought that was kind of cool to have a book that talks about even the lower characters of the series and just has snippets and little things of information. Unfortunately, I didn't realize something about the book, that it goes along with the manga, and it's way further than the thing. So right now, like the stuff that's happening, I know what's going to happen to a certain degree. I don't know all of it, but I know what's going to happen with certain characters in this part because of that book. And I also know of more of Aaron's past and even other characters' past from that book. I did not look up Levi. I didn't look up Kenny, so I don't really know too much about that. But it kind of happened. I just went to flip through the pages, and then I stopped reading it. Trust me, guys. I didn't keep going on with it once I realized how much it was filled with spoilers. But I should have thought about that a little bit more, to be honest with you. It's just, it's one of those things that, like, I bought that and I'm like, I really didn't think about how this would be a spoiler-filled book, But it's unavoidable. It's a good book, though. So I'll tell you guys. I'll show it to you guys in my haul video for September, which should be coming out. Hopefully, I'm not gonna make promises, but this week, alongside part 2 of the Describe Anime in 4 words. I didn't forget that about that, guys. I promise you. I just been so swamped with work. It's been a busy week. Like even this week, I'm working a 6-day week. I'm not working a 5-day week like usual. So I am gonna be busy, obviously, but I will get that video out probably by this week. So look forward to that. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Manga readers, feel free to tell me in the comments below how things are shaping up. If you're missing anything big, taken away from anything, because I really appreciate the many people that have been talking about that and even just DMing me in general. So I really think that's awesome, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night, everyone. God bless you all. Bye-bye, everyone.